I have come to take the Eye of Innos.
I see that you have received an authorization from Lord Hakon himself to bear the Eye of Innos. I am afraid that I have to disappoint you. We have fallen victim to a treacherous plot of the enemy. The Eye of Innos has been violently taken from these sacred walls.
Who could be so impudent, Master?
Evil is cunning, and usually works in secret. Only rarely do you see it emerge to pursue its evil machinations in broad daylight. But these days, it's a different matter. The enemy now shows himself openly in the street, in every home and every public square. This can only mean that he no longer fears any adversary and is not going to shrink back from anything. One of our most faithful followers, a candidate for the high robe of the Magicians of Fire, has changed his allegiance unexpectedly, and in an alarmingly evil manner. Pedro, the enemy has taken possession of him, thus inflicting a terrible defeat upon us. Pedro has forced his way into our most sacred halls and stolen the eye. I fear that he simply spent too much time by himself, outside of the gates, and thus beyond the protective walls of the monastery, exposed to all lurking dangers.
Where did the thief flee to?
Pedro knocked down some of the other novices who tried to stop him and disappeared into the morning mist. Many novices have gone after him to bring the eye back to its place unharmed. If you want to catch up with him, you need to hurry before Pedro disappears out of your reach.
Bless me, Master.
May Innos stand between you and harm on all the unholy paths you will have to walk. One more little thing. Stay away from the roadside shrines. We have heard that some of them have been desecrated. No one can say what effect they have now. It is not your task to solve this problem. The paladins will take care of this matter.
Not so fast. I have another task for you.
And that is...
Now that you belong to the Brotherhood of Fire, you must also fulfill the duties that come with being one of us. The Church is not only concerned with the affairs of magic, it is also the final authority in the administration of justice, as you know. The latest case brought before us opens up a bottomless abyss and must be dealt with once and for all.
What's this about?
There is someone in the city who has sold falsified shares in the ore mines of the former penal colony. These papers are utterly worthless and of no importance, really. Still, they have the potential of stirring up trouble among the people, which we cannot afford to happen right now. The swindler is supposed to have approached all of the most reputable traders in the city and the country, and has evidently managed to sell his counterfeit mining shares to some of them. Find this evildoer and bring him before this panel. In such hard times, we must not suffer swindlers and plunderers. We must make an example of him in order to deter the rest of the mob.
Isn't that the militia's business?
The militia is responsible for the city alone. This affair has far-reaching consequences.
I'll try to clear up the matter.
One thing more. When you visit those traders, do not let them know that you are looking for mining shares. I think they probably want to sell them on, and certainly would no longer offer them to you if they realized that you are dealing with them on behalf of the Church. Do you see?
Yes.
Then get to work. I wish you much success, brother.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
Hey! Do you know where Pedro is?
Do you think I'd be standing around here if I knew where the renegade was hiding? He must pay for his deeds. I hope we manage to get the eye back. You have to help us. Find him and bring back the Eye of Innos. I'll see what I can do.
If you're headed for the monastery, you should talk to Milton. He'll surely be able to help you.
What do you think? Would they let me in there at all?
Perhaps, but the way you look, I can hardly imagine you in a novice's robe.
Enough of that nonsense. Novice's robe, indeed. It's the grub I'm after, or I'll be forced to eat the bark off the trees next.
Have you seen a novice walk past?
Yeah, sure, he went, that-a-way. He jumped into the water off the bridge and swam like a shark was after him.
What's going on here?
What do you mean?
You're the second fellow to rush past here like he's been stung by blood flies.
Who was the other guy?
He looked like one of those brainy novices from the monastery back there. You can say what you like, but somehow those guys aren't quite right in the head. Just look at their silly clothes. I wouldn't want to be caught in the street at night in those.
Where did the other one go?
He ran up that way like lightning.
Be careful what you say. I used to be a novice in the monastery myself.
You poor swine. That certainly explains a few things. No offense. Be on your way. You're a busy man. Don't let me keep you.
I need to get going.
Hey, no problem.
Hey! Have you seen a novice pass by here?
A lot of peculiar figures passed by here today, including those two jokers up by the stone arch. A while ago, a novice from the Magicians of Fire was with them as well. Myself.
What are you doing here?
What's it to you?
I'm just asking.
Understood. But what are you doing here? Anyway, this is our road, and we don't like it when someone bothers us here.
I'm looking for a novice.
That's very interesting. We're looking for someone too.
Who would that be?
You. I'm gonna rip you to pieces. I'm gonna rip you to pieces. What a silly bastard. Thanks for the gold, you hero.
Wait a minute.
You have come too late. We have destroyed the Eye of Innos, so that it can never regain its power. We shall now demonstrate the futility of your attempt to challenge the Master.
Me.
Let's wait and see what happens.
I don't want to hear that anymore.
I have found the Eye of Innos. It's broken.
But that cannot be. What happened?
Some really nasty customers had it. Anyway, I came too late. They were performing a strange incantation on a crescent-shaped ritual site up in those woods.
Innos be with us. They have desecrated our circle of the sun. Even in my worst nightmares, I could never have imagined they would possess this kind of power.
What can we do now?
The enemy has become very strong. Still, this ancient artifact meant a powerful threat to him. We must heal the eye and restore its old power, but time works against us. I cannot begin to imagine what is now going to become of us all. Without the protection of the Eye, we are helplessly at the mercy of the enemy. Go to Vatras, the water mage in town. In this terrible situation, only he will know what is to be done. Take the Eye to him, and hurry!
What is the Circle of the Sun?
Every year, all the magicians and novices of the monastery travel to this place at the time of the solstice to mark the beginning of a new cycle. The place is filled with the immeasurable power of the sun. Never have I entertained the slightest notion that its power could be reversed. And yet, that is what happened.
Why Vatras?
The privilege of the robe does not authorize you to question my instructions, brother. Vatras is a servant of Innos. The knowledge of the water mages alone will bring us clarity in this dark hour. That is all you need to know.
I could have told you that before.
Pyrokar sent me. The Eye of Innos is broken.
I know. I have already learned of it from some very upset novices. The Seekers have used the Fire Magician's Circle of the Sun to destroy the Eye. I would call that an inspired move by the enemy.
What will become of the Eye now?
We must join it back together, but that is no easy task, I fear. The setting is broken into two pieces. A skilled smith should be able to repair this, but that is not really the problem. It's rather the inlaid gem that worries me. It is dull and powerless. The enemy seems to have known exactly how to weaken it.
News spreads fast in this city.
That's a good thing, too. The enemy won't be sleeping either.
How can the gem get its power back?
I see only one way. A union of the three reigning divinities should achieve the desired effect. A well-prepared ritual of reversal in the place of its destruction will give the gem back its fire. However, the problem is that you must bring an earthly representative of each of the three gods to this place. Furthermore, a lot of swamp weed is required for this ritual. I estimate it should be at least 3 plants.
Where can I find this swamp weed?
I have heard about an old quack in the woods named Sagita. She supposedly sells such herbs. But you could also try your luck down at the harbor.
Why did Pyrokar send me to you of all people?
I suspected that sooner or later, something like this would happen. Pyrokar always thinks himself so invulnerable and superior that it almost borders on carelessness. Thus his precautions for protecting the Eye were also careless. I simply think that he unconsciously relies on the abilities which Innos has granted me to doesn't bear thinking about what would happen if I were not available now.
Where can I find a smith capable of repairing the setting of the eye?
Ask around in the area for someone who knows how to repair jewelry.
Who could those three earthly representatives of the gods be?
I shall represent the god Innos myself. Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, would be the right person to represent the god Innos. But for Beliar, I cannot think of an appropriate candidate. It must be someone who commands black magic.
Black magic? What about Xardar?
That's it. That could work. But I ask myself, how you will bring all three of us together. I can just see Pyrokar's face when he hears that he must cooperate with Xardar.
I've got to go.
I shall also set out and prepare the ceremony at the Circle of the Sun. Send Xardar and Pyrokar there. And don't forget to bring the swamp weed. I'm counting on you. Listen, people! I am needed elsewhere. It won't take long. When I return, I shall tell you the rest of the story. May Innos be with you.
He simply talks too much.
He really didn't deserve that.
I can't take care of everything for everybody. He can't keep anything to
Hey, you!
There you are again!
You wanted mushrooms.
Those are all just rumors.
I'm going to bring you some...
Great! Bring me as many as you can find.
What recipes can you teach me?
I know a few. Make your own choice. Creating an elixir of healing takes quite a bit of experience. You need healing roots and meadow knotweed. Take special care when heating it this time.
What recipes can you teach me?
I know a few. Make your own choice. The Elixir of Strength, an excellent potion. You need the rare dragon root and king's sorrel. When boiling the brew, don't let the bubbles get too big, or you'll be in for a nasty surprise.
Hey, you! Can you repair jewelry?
I'm just an assistant. I'm glad if I'm even allowed to make a dagger. Jewelry? You'll have to ask the master.
Can you repair jewelry?
I'm a weaponsmith, not a goldsmith. You probably won't find anyone here in the city who can help you. People don't have much money in their pockets anymore, and nobody's gotten rich here in quite a while. Most of them are just glad if they have enough to eat.
Where can I find a goldsmith?
There's supposed to be a good smith with the mercenaries on Onar's farm. Maybe you should look there.
I want to buy a magic ore blade.
I can only sell magic blades to the paladins, and even then, only one each.
Show me your wares. You've got some mining shares among your wares. Who sold them to you?
Mining shares? Oops. Where did they come from? No idea where I got them. Honestly, Your Honor.
Show me your wares.
And it's gonna get even worse. I don't believe that.
I'm not telling you anything new. I can't believe that.
Show me your wares. I see that you have mining shares for sale.
I know nothing about that. You can have them if you want.
But no, he insisted he knew better. Nothing surprises me anymore. I don't like it so worked up.
Now that's typical.
Show me your wares. Show me your wares. You're selling mining shares?
Yes, some flop that was. That's the last time I get involved in a shady deal like that.
Show me your wares.
It is an honor to me that a representative of our holy church should show an interest in my wares.
Where did you get those mining shares you're selling?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. It's too dangerous for me.
Show me your wares. Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
You're selling illegal mining shares.
Yes, and so what? If I don't do it, someone else will.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
Hey. The Eye of Innos has been destroyed.
What are you saying? Destroyed?
I found it up in the northern forests. Unfortunately, I've only been able to salvage its fragments.
That was our only chance to stand up to those dragons, and it's gone. We have failed.
What now?
This is a painful blow. We have to reorient ourselves. I shall retreat and ponder the matter. In the meantime, you should go to town and talk to Vatras, the water mage. I could imagine that maybe he knows what's to be done.
Vatras sent me to you.
That's good. What did he say?
He said something about a reversal ritual at the Circle of the Sun?
That old devil. I think I know what he's up to. You have come to summon me to him.
Looks like it. When will you set out?
I must not keep Vatras waiting. I shall be on my way immediately. You must fulfill your tasks and then join me again.
Wait a minute. Is the reversal ritual going to work?
I cannot be sure. That depends on what exactly Vatras is going to do.
Wait a minute.
That's totally obvious.
Let's wait and see what happens.
I've talked to Vatras.
Ah, good. Where is he?
He's preparing a ritual at the Circle of the Sun in order to heal the Eye of Innos.
If that is true, then maybe there is hope after all.
Vatras wants Xardar and you to help him with that.
What? Xardar will be there too? You cannot be serious.
Hey, this wasn't my decision. Vatras insists.
It is always that Xardar. I am tired of it. Things could hardly get any worse. So how do I know that Xardar is not in league with the enemy? I cannot trust Xardar, no matter how much we may need him. I am sorry, but I cannot help Vatras under these circumstances.
It can't be done without you. Vatras wouldn't be able to perform the ritual otherwise. You'll have to trust Xardar.
There is nothing that I have to do, you hear? I do not have the slightest proof that Xardar is not working against us. I cannot do this.
What if I could bring you some proof?
That is impossible, I fear. It would really have to impress me. As far as Xardar is concerned, I have my doubts whether he can still impress me at all.
How are things with the Eye of Innos?
Remember, only a ritual of reversal at the Circle of the Sun, together with Xardar and Pyrokar, will restore the Eye. And don't forget to bring the Eye with its setting repaired.
Pyrokar refuses to show up for the ritual. First, he wants proof that he can trust you.
Ah, really? Pyrokar. How interesting. That old geezer is getting to be a nuisance. But I think I've got something for you that'll be useful. Back when I left the Order of the Fire Magicians, I took a few things with me from the monastery. I didn't want a troop of paladins or fire magicians to turn my tower upside down at some point and find all those things. So I hid them in safe places where the magicians would certainly never look for them.
And where?
Some of them lie locked in a chest on Sekob's farm.
You trust that Sekob?
No, but he can be bought and ask no awkward questions. Also, the chest is locked. Here's the key. There's a very old book among those things. When Pyrokar sees that book, he'll know it came from me. It is of no further use to me, so I guess it can at least fulfill this purpose.
That's really not my problem.
Show me your wares.
Of course. It's an honor for me to receive such an important guest.
Nobody wants to know. The things I could tell you.
You're selling mine shares?
Sure, you can get anything from me. If the price is right.
Nobody will learn anything from...
Damn it, what's up?
Has anything happened in the meantime?
Nothing since those scoundrels in black were in my house.
Hey, you! What can you offer me?
What do you want?
Selling illegal mine shares? Have you no shame?
No, I need to live too, and I'm not the one who brought them into circulation.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Take your paws off that. Stop right there, you lowlife!
I've heard a thing or two.
That was obvious all along.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Hey, where you think you're going?
To the house, of course.
Onar pays us not to let guys like you in here.
I want to talk to Lee.
What do you want from him?
He and I go way back.
You're a pal of Lee's? I don't believe a word. But go on in. If he doesn't recognize you, you'll know it. Lee's in the right wing. Don't even think about wandering around anywhere else.
Don't say you didn't know that.
You listen to the wrong people.
What's the matter?
It's the first I've heard of it. Hey!
I'm not telling you anything new.
Show me your wares.
What can I offer you?
That's been known a long time.
It was just like you said.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Where did you pick that up, then?
That's not what I heard.
Obvious.
I'm not telling you anything new.
You're selling mine shares?
So what? I paid an arm and a leg for them myself.
Has anything significant happened lately?
The land has become quite unsafe. Now no one ventures beyond his own fields. It's been a long time since any of us have been to town.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Hey, you!
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Are you with the farmers or the mercenaries?
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
I was just curious.
Have you ever seen a farmer who also forges weapons?
No.
Then why do you ask such stupid questions?
I hardly know what to believe anymore. I've got my own opinion about that.
Can you repair jewelry?
That depends. You would have to show me the piece.
That was obvious all along. He insisted he knew better.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Can you have a look at this amulet?
Sure, let me see.
Nothing amazing.
That is a beautiful piece of work. The setting is shot. I think I can fix it, though.
How long will it take you?
If you leave it here with me, it'll be done by the time you come back tomorrow. And I won't even charge you for it. You got me out of the slammer, after all.
Here's the amulet. Please repair it for me.
All right. I'll have finished the new setting by tomorrow. You can come to me and get it then.
It's all just gossip.
It was quite obvious. It can't go on like this forever.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I never knew that.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I never knew that.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Who the devil let you in here? What are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
What makes you think that?
Gorn told me it was you who brought down the barrier.
Yes, that was me, all right.
I never would have thought that a man could survive something like that. What brings you here? You aren't here without a reason. You entered the monastery? I'd expected anything but that. You can't become a mercenary anymore now. But who knows, maybe you can do one or two things for me. Or me for you. We'll see. In any case, I wish you all the best. But don't even think of pulling the wool over my eyes, got it?
What exactly are you doing here?
Quite simple. I'm gonna see to it that we all get off this island. Onar hired us to defend his farm, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. But our reward is more than just our pay. By helping the farmers, we cut the city off from its provisions. And the less the paladins have to eat, the sooner they'll listen when I finally make them an offer of peace.
What is your offer going to look like?
Essentially, it will be about our pardons and free passage to the mainland. You'll learn more when the time comes.
I've come from the Valley of Mines. The castle there was attacked by dragons.
So it's true. Lars said that rumors about dragons are circulating through the city. I didn't believe it. What about the paladins?
They've been thoroughly decimated.
Good. Maybe that will make Lord Hagen move to the Valley of Mines with his men. The fewer paladins stay here, the better.
Everything all right with you?
You saved my ass, man. I'll never forget that.
What do you want to do now?
I think I'll load up on grub first.
And then?
Who knows? Maybe I'll go back to the mining colony.
Someone should keep an eye on the orcs. Otherwise, they'll all show up on the doorstep without warning.
It's a bad business.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
He never would have thought of that himself.
That's not what I heard.
You don't say.
Someone's got to do the work.
I'm no better off myself. I wouldn't be so sure. Don't tell me you didn't know that. This is gonna change.
You just have to listen. He would have never thought of that himself.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Where did you pick that up, then?
You don't have to tell me that.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I've heard you were with the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. I'm impressed. You should take your time and browse my goods. Right now, I have a very special potion to offer.
Show me your wares.
It's my pleasure, Reverend Brother.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Who told you that?
That'll only cause more trouble.
I brought this book from Xardar. It's a token of his trust.
Show me. But this is incredible. Do you have even the slightest notion what it is that you just gave me?
No.
This is an ancient, long-lost tome from days gone by. We all thought that it was lost for good, and now I learn that Xardar knew all along what had become of it.
So will you be there for the ritual?
Yes, I shall depart for the Circle of the Sun, but certainly not because I am convinced of Xardar's good intentions. In fact, I am going to make this jackal explain where he has kept the book hidden for so many years. He has definitely gone too far this time. I shall see you at the Circle of the Sun.
I've been able to retrieve a few mining shares. Those were all, I think.
Well done. You've earned a reward. Take this protective amulet. It will help you along the paths you have yet to tread.
I know who brought those mining shares into circulation. Salandril did, the alchemist from the upper quarter of town.
Then bring him here. We have things to discuss with him.
Everybody knows by now.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Wouldn't be so sure. Will it ever change? But he knew that all along.
Nobody wants to know.
He would have never thought of that himself.
You don't have to tell me that.
I can't take care of
I already thought as much.
And it's going to get even worse.
You go to the monastery now to be judged.
What? Have you gone off your rocker? Like hell I will. Those miserable magicians don't have the slightest proof against me.
And what about those fake ore mining shares you huckstered all over the country? They bear your signature. You're guilty.
What? I'll drag you through town by your collar like a filthy rag.
Someone's got to do the work.
Well, we'll see the next time. All right, you're the better fighter. What do you want?
So, are you going to the monastery now, or should I give you another...
You'll live to regret this. Yes, damn it. I'll go to that monastery, but don't you think you'll get away with this?
That's what I've always said.
I knew that would be a problem.
Beat it!
Really didn't deserve that.
He'd better shut up.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
I've heard a thing or two.
I can't take care of everything for
Couldn't get
everybody.
away with that.
And it's gonna get even
That
worse.
was quite obvious.
But that...
Wouldn't be so sure.
Everything going well?
Sure. Everything's quiet.
You didn't know that for a thing or two.
Do you really think?
It'll be all right.
Malik is here again, but the situation has hardly changed. Unless a miracle happens, all of us here are gonna get wiped out.
You have to feel sorry
And that's the truth.
Do you really believe that?
I've got my own opinion about
Nothing
that.
amazes me
Why did you
anymore.
pick that up then?
I'm not telling you anything new.
Hey,
It can't go on like this forever.
can you teach me how to forge a sword?
Sure. That'll cost you a bit, though. Let's say 30 gold pieces. Enough trouble as it is.
Maybe later.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Is the amulet ready?
Yes. Here. I had to make a new setting for the stone. I worked on it all night, and now it's as good as new. Where did you pick that up, then?
Will it ever change?
I can't believe that.
Beat it!
Salandril is here in the monastery.
Well done. We shall deal with him later.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
Any news?
Not at the moment. Go and complete your tasks. You still have much to do.
Hey, you! Do you think you can patch up the eye again?
Hard to say. Let us wait and see.
Is the reversal ritual going to work?
I cannot be sure. That depends on what exactly Vatras is going to do.
How are things with the Eye of Innos?
Remember, only a ritual of reversal at the Circle of the Sun, together with Xardar and Pyrokar, will restore the eye. And don't forget to bring the eye with its setting repaired.
I did everything you told me to do. Here's the repaired eye.
Indeed, there is nothing missing now for the performance of the ritual.
What about the swamp weed?
Ah, yes. Do you have 3 swamp weed plants then?
Yes. Here are the 3 plants.
Excellent. You have done well. But now, step aside so that we may begin the ceremony. May our spirits unite! Finished. We have succeeded in thwarting the enemy's plan and restoring the eye. Let Pyrokar explain to you how to use its power. I hope that I shall see you again once you have accomplished your mission. Farewell.
Now that the Eye of Innos is healed, you must face the dragons. They all serve Beliar, the god of darkness. But there must be an earthly power that controls them. That much has become clear to me. Find out what the source of their power is. As soon as you've found that out, come back to me.
Wait a minute.
Thank you for helping to heal the Eye of Innos.
Do not be so lavish with your thanks. Your greatest task yet lies before you. Speak to Pyrokar. He will explain everything else to you. I hope to see you again in one piece, my son.
Wait a minute.
The Eye of Innos is healed. So what next?
Do not forget to wear it when you finally face the dragons. Go to Pyrokar and have him explain to you how to use the eye.
Hey! You did it! The Eye of Innos is healed!
I would hardly have believed it possible.
Yes, Master.
You have proved many times over that you are ready for the high order of the Fire Magicians. As of today, you are a member of the Council and will represent our order in the world. You are now one of the High Fire Magicians. Wear the high robe with dignity, and bring the Order honor and wealth, my brother.
What remains to be done here?
Do not waste your time on trivial things. Go and vanquish the dragons. Here, take the eye. Bear in mind that you need to talk to a dragon first before you can attack it. The power of the eye will force the dragons to speak to you and tell the truth. Furthermore, it offers protection against their attacks when you wear it. However, its power does not last. You will have to fill it up again with magical energy. To do that, you need the essence of a dragon's heart, which you merge with the eye on an alchemist's bench. Only then can you dare face another dragon.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
You now have everything you need. Go then. You do not have much time left.
Wait a minute.